Let's talk about it. Come on and shout it. I talk, you talk, we talk. Women talk life. It ain't no surprise. Baby, you could see if you would open up your eyes. You won't understand if you can't open up your mind. So let's stop wasting time when women talk live.
And welcome to another episode of Women's Talk Live. I'm your girl, April J.
I'm your girl, SassyScribe.
This is KL Boogie in
on
the
the road,
streets.
on the road. You here.
On the
You
boogie.
All right. So we're gonna get into our little known facts. I wanted to kind of give, based on what our conversation is today, I want to give kind of like, one or two, because a lot of the shutdown was about the Affordable Care Act. So, first fact, little known, well, I'm pretty sure people know, but
Okay.
the ACA contains provisions that go beyond basic insurance. It funds initiatives like research and services for postpartum and depression, mandated breaks and private spaces for nursing moms in working places, and national campaigns for breast cancer awareness among high-risk women. And if these lesser-known programs lose funding, critical support and awareness efforts, especially for women's health, could disappear. The one that you hear about a lot is millions of low-income individuals have been able to get health insurance for no monthly premiums due to enhanced ACA subsidies. These subsidies expire or are reduced by Congress. Not only will millions lose affordable coverage, but many may go without insurance or face sharply higher out-of-pocket costs. So some estimate some of these programs could more than double for families. So that was one of the reasons why this was a big fight. So
I mean, not only that, we got to also add in it also covers pre-existing conditions,
mhm.
which just us being a woman and anyone that had a baby is a pre-existing condition. So I don't understand. I one of the other facts. I don't read your other facts. Let's see what it is. Let's
Well,
see
the
what
other
it.
one I gave because, as we all know, it was roughly 8 Democrats who voted for this. Now, mind you, 3 of them continuously voted for it, but
Yeah.
these 8 were the reason behind why this CR got passed.
Right.
The first senator was Catherine Cortez Masto. She is from Nevada. And then you have Dick Durbin, who is from Illinois. John Fetterman, who is from EA. And then we have hold
Tim
on.
Kaine from
Tim
Virginia.
Kaine from Virginia. Hold on, I'm trying to bring Kim back in. Hold on. Okay, there we go. All right, and then we have Maggie Hassan. She's from New Hampshire. Jean Shaheen. She is also from New Hampshire. As Sassy mentioned, Tim Kaine from Virginia. Jackie Rosen from Nevada. And Augustus King. She is from Maine. Now, mind you, Jean Shaheen, who is from New Hampshire, she is retiring after her current term and will not seek re-election.
I'm
Dick
sure.
Durbin is not running for re-election. This was before they had already
Right.
had announced they're
Yeah.
not running for re-election in 2026. And Agnes King, Catherine Cortez Masto, John Fetterman, Tim Kaine, Maggie Hassan, and Jackie Rosen are not up for re-election in the next
Mm-hmm.
cycle. So these are the 8.
The Safe 8. The
Now,
Yes,
Safe
I
8.
do want to say
exactly.
Funded by
about the
APAC.
I know that I was knocked off before I got a chance to say, but regarding the ACA, when you talk about health disparities, you could look into DC alone and look at where breast cancer centers are versus where the majority of breast cancer um, patients or breast cancer people are located. Most of them are low income. They are on the other side of the water. We did a disparity in healthcare with the Discovery Channel, and just every single portion of healthcare is really not for us. And they
No.
get free healthcare. Like, people don't understand, like, the houseless, they get free healthcare. They get paid while they're home, not working, 20 days a year. They get food allotments of, I believe it's $100 a day on their food, benefits. So the things that they're stopping for us have nothing to do with them. It doesn't impact them, their friends, or anything at all.
Yeah.
Right.
Those and the other fact is, and this is in it's 2025, right? The ACA has been in action for over a decade now,
Mm,
right? Because
right.
they've tried to repeal it, not replace it, because they
Right.
have concepts of
Yeah.
a plan.
Yeah.
And
Supposedly.
what supposedly, and what I don't understand is how people, when you talk to people, and I like when like the Daily Show or like Jimmy Kimmel, when they send and Jimmy Fallon send people out in the street and then they talk to people about the ACA versus Obamacare. People are so fucking dumb that they think they're two separate things and that they're not one and the same. So they ask the people, "Do you like
We should do
Obamacare?" No,
that. We
no.
should do
We
that.
should do that. We should do that. Do
Should.
you like the Affordable Care Act? Yes. Why don't you like Obamacare?
Mhm.
Because basically it says Obamacare.
Right.
And he says, well,
Exactly.
what if I tell you that they're one and the same?
Right.
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
I'm like saying to
A
myself,
lot
you
of them
people,
don't.
this is why he likes the poorly educated, because y'all are fucking dumb.
Mhm.
Dumb. That
Mhm.
you
Well, he's
believe
really good with
everything.
branding and putting his name on everything. So Trump care. I'm driving in DC and there's a big ass banner over a federal building with his face, and then I think it's LBJ on the other. Like, big ass I'm like, really? Like, why does your face and your name have to be on everything? But now you want
Because
Trump care.
but what does Trump
So
care? And the only reason why, I think the only reason why, let's be very clear. The subsidies were going to expire at the end of this year anyway.
Yeah. Well,
12/31, the subsidies were expiring. And when you look at you look at the statistics, the majority of the people on the ACA are in red districts and
exactly. That's
red
the
states.
thing. That's the
So
thing.
what they don't understand, again, black people know white people better than white people know black people. Black people gonna figure this shit out. We're gonna make a way out of no way. That is it.
Mhm.
These people gonna start jumping off buildings, jumping off bridges, because they don't understand struggle and they don't understand how to pivot
Right.
within that struggle.
Right.
Where we've always,
Yeah.
every year, my
We've had no
escrow is
choice.
short. Every year my escrow is short. No matter how much money I put in it, every year the escrow is short. Every year, without fail, the mortgage keeps going up. And I got to pivot my budget to make it work.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
I can't scream, I can't argue, I can't kick and fight, even though if I do, nothing changes. But everything changes, and we as a community know how to pivot,
Mhm.
rebudget, restructure, figure it out, and make $1 out of 15 cents every time. And they're not used to being treated this way, so they don't understand it. And I saw them marching in DC yesterday, where they were marching in front of the White House with like, get rid of Trump and impeach Trump. And I said, so let me get this straight. Let me get this straight about MAGA and the Republican Party. Raping, sexually assaulting women and children. And I
Right.
don't care how Megan Kelly tries to parse it out and say, well, they weren't raping 8-year-olds. They were more like 15. Bitch, you got a 13-year-old. Is that what you're saying?
Really?
Over
what the hell was
Like,
that
what's
about?
the it's a
Yes,
She
she
did.
child.
did.
At the end of the
She
day, it's
did.
a
She
child.
said it wasn't like, and
Yes,
y'all
she
can go
did.
on social
Yes,
media,
she
you can go to
did.
her site, you can look it up. She said it wasn't like they were 8-year-olds, they were like 15. I don't give a
Yep.
fuck. They were young girls.
Yes.
This is why
Yeah.
a lot of the red state
And she
senators
has a
want
daughter,
to
doesn't
lower the
she?
age of consent to 14. You got a senator in Louisiana that put that on the floor, either Louisiana or Missouri. They put a bill to lower the age of consent to 14. team
Mm.
because they want to be able to touch little girls. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
said on my social media, I said, so the line wasn't crossed at raping women and little girls. The line that they're now saying that they crossed was that their leader,
Hmm.
what did the oh god, that one podcast, the lady called him Cheeto McTaco tits.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's the same. It's the same lady. I love her.
Yeah,
I really
I
do.
love her.
I
I
do. I
love her.
love her.
I
Yeah.
love her. And she said, Cheeto McTaco tits. And I'm saying, so the line for MAGA was the fact that he could have possibly, allegedly performed a gay act. That's the line, not the women, not the children, the alleged act
Now,
of
mind you,
sexual copulation from
right
one man to another.
now,
With,
now,
wait a
mind.
minute, with Steve Bannon watching like a cuck.
Mm, okay, but now, mind you, it is his folks that is pushing for these Epstein files to be released. It's his
Didn't they
people.
release
It's his
30,000
people.
emails?
They did, but they still it's supposed to be brought to the floor to release everything next. So we'll see what happens. However, now listen, this is just me. Don't write me and talk about whatever. I know it's alleged, but I think he sucked that man's dick. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I do too.
I'm sorry.
I think that's why he hated Hillary, because Hillary had his man.
Because Hillary was,
Because Hillary had his man. I think that's why. But really,
yeah.
you know what really pisses me off the most? Because I didn't read all of them. I've read maybe 100 of them. Is the fact that these emails are over a decade
Yes.
and they sat on this shit.
Right.
That should piss not just Democrats, not just that should piss everybody off. That all of this could have been avoided if they had released them 10 years ago, and they sat on this and they knew this. So that everybody, Democratic and Republican, are corrupt. If Obama had
I
this
will say that
information,
it would
I'm
have been
mad at his
different
ass.
because
If Trump had, if Biden had this information,
hold up.
if
I
Bush
disagree,
had this
Sass.
information, I'm pissed.
I disagree that anything would have been different because you can look at all of the things that he's been accused, that
That's
he's
true.
been charged, that he's been found guilty and convicted of, and it still didn't stop any of this from happening.
But you
So
know
I
what?
don't
You're
think
right.
even adding that little ember or that little log to that burning fucking flame is really going to make that big of a difference in the minds of the people who really want his politics and his goofy ass in office. So I don't think so. Now, in terms of, I don't necessarily think it was former, um, the cocksucking chief. I don't know. I don't think it was him. I think it was someone else. But I think that it happened. I believe that it happened. Cause why not? I couldn't. If you'd have told me half the shit that he did and was convicted of could happen and still be president, I wouldn't have believed that. So we're in an alternate reality. I can damn near
I
believe
think
anything at this
I
point.
think I think I Sassy, I think I agree with you. I think this is what Putin have on him. I think he
I
has
do.
he has
Oh, I
Putin got
receipts.
him by the balls.
He has
I think
receipts.
so.
Putin has a video because they said Epstein's house was wired to the teeth. So Putin has video. He has still photographs. He has everything he needs, not
Yes.
only on him,
Right.
but on this cabinet. If you look, Deepak Chopra. What? What's that Jewish lawyer? Bernstein. What's his name? What is that Jewish lawyer's name?
Oh.
He's in it. You got
Yeah,
Steve
it's a
Bannon
lot
on
of
there.
people. Yeah, it's a lot of
You
people.
got Stephen Miller. You got everybody in his cabinet. And then they got a picture.
What?
Wait a
Oh
minute.
my
They got a
god.
picture. They got a picture online, and his cult is trying to say it's AI. It's not. It's Trump. It's Jeffrey Epstein with 3 young girls, and one of them is Pam Bondi.
I know. I saw that.
One of them is
I
who? Wait,
saw
one
that.
of them is who?
Yes.
One of them is
It's
Pam
Bondi.
Bondi.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
I remember that.
So this thing
Yes.
is far reaching. This isn't
Oh,
just
yeah.
about Trump. We got to understand that there were 4 previous shutdowns before
Right.
this, right? So
Right.
this just isn't about Trump. This is about the billionaire class, heads of state,
Yes.
entertainers, moguls that have no
Being
problem
compromised.
being compromised. They were completely compromised with these young girls.
Right.
And if
Exactly.
Oprah is on the list, if Clinton is on the list, if anybody that's in the Democratic Party that's on this list as an independent that leans left, I don't give a fuck.
Me
Everybody
either.
needs to
As a
be.
full Democrat,
Everybody.
I'll lock their ass
These
up
are
too.
women.
Mm-hmm.
This country has shown us time and time again they don't give a
Mm-mm.
fuck about
Women
women and they
at
don't
all.
give a fuck about children.
Mm-hmm.
They don't
No.
give a fuck about children. They don't.
Lock them
Sandy
all
Hook
up.
should have had everybody shook. And then you got people like, what's that one guy who said they were actors? Are you telling
Oh
these people
yeah,
that their
yeah.
baby
Sandy
But you
died
Hook,
saw what
yeah.
and they
happened to
were
him.
actors?
You saw what happened to him. Now he got paid bill all this money
Yep.
to those families because
But
of his
have
mouth.
they received a cent? Have they received one red cent? Alex King,
Jimmy.
was that his name?
Yeah, Alex King. Yeah, he was that podcaster.
Yeah,
And
talking
now
about
And the
these
Pillow
babies were
King.
actors and it wasn't real. These bullets ripped their little bodies apart.
mm-hmm.
But that
Exactly.
still wasn't a bridge too far for the right.
Right, exactly. No, it isn't. It isn't. It's like who cares? They could give two fucks about women and
Women and
children.
children. They don't care.
Yeah.
And
But
the number of
they will
women,
save their own. That's what they will do. They will save their own. And I think some calls were made because Trump has been pushing behind the scenes to get these Republicans not to vote to release it. And I'm like, yeah, I think his ass is in all of that. And I also think he's protecting some folks that he can't afford.
to piss off.
Yes. That
Like
part.
I
Peter
mean,
Thiel,
anybody that talks about
Roger
they would
Voigt.
sleep with their daughter and look at their daughter in a lustful way, you already know that person is sick and
Listen,
demented and do damn near anything.
I think Ivanka, we all know Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself in prison.
Oh,
Oh, of
hell no.
course not. Of
We
course
all
not.
know that.
Oh no. Oh
We
no. I
all know
know.
that.
Yeah, no. And
And
I
I'm
think
surprised,
yeah.
honestly, that they kept Ghislaine Maxwell around as long as they had.
I was getting ready to ask, like, I'm so surprised that she's still like around. Because
I think she may have something somewhere and they're afraid and she's
okay,
probably like,
A
yeah, if
trigger
anything
switch.
happened
smart.
to
A
me,
trigger switch.
when this happened to him, she was just like, okay, if anything happened to me, release it. And they don't know who or whatever. She could have a couple of people out there that's saying, listen, if anything happened to me, release all this shit.
Yep.
So that's
Yep.
why she getting this special treatment in jail. Because I think that was part of that interview. Why all of a sudden, the deputy AG wants to go down there and talk to her. Why? For
Telling
what?
you, this is deeper than the government shutdown. The thing that got me, I saw this one this Republican lady, and that one of the other senators told her, she said, y'all were on an 8-week vacation with pay.
Exactly.
Well, I ran into a friend of mine yesterday that I hadn't seen since high school. And he said he was furloughed. He just got back to work. And I said, are y'all going to get back pay? Oh, yeah, we always get back pay. I said, are y'all going to get back pay with this person we have in office?
Yeah, that was part of the agreement.
I
That was
mean,
part of
the
the agreement.
underhanded things that they did, these people, I think this could have been over with if all of the TSA workers and all of the pilots and all of the air traffic controllers said, fuck it. We're not coming to work. The government shut down. I'm not getting paid. Now I'm a month behind in my mortgage, right? I'm a month behind in my electric bill, my car note, my insurance. Everything is behind. And I got to go to work and still not get paid. Shut the shit down.
Right.
If can't nobody fly.
Right.
Especially on
Nobody
drive
fly.
with gas being $3 a gallon, $3.50 a gallon.
Yeah, my girlfriend, she works for Homeland Security, and she was essential, so she had to be to work. But she said at a point, she was just like, who can afford to take the train back and forth to DC? So they told her, hey, listen, you telework.
I was gonna say
But
paychecks are essential. What are you talking about? Paychecks are essential. If I'm
Paychecks are
essential,
essential.
so is
But
my
I mean,
paycheck.
they were
paid.
expecting
The
them to,
senators got paid.
right.
And the Democrats showed up every day. The Republicans did not.
Yeah.
These
And a lot of them
Democrats
didn't get paid.
And then again, this government shutdown, as horrible as it was, and for as long as it went, was just another distraction. These Epstein files are diabolical, and the ones that I've read, his name is in every last one. So then he goes on a Twitter rant or the Truth Social rant, and
Right.
people on Twitter were sharing it. This man is in the trenches. They use the war room to bring in Lauren Boebert, who said that she is voting for it. Like, no amount of intimidation
Yeah,
is going to make
exactly.
her say
Oh yeah,
no.
no. Yeah,
So
that's why
now
he's
they're,
mad. That's
yeah,
why
he
he's
is
mad.
mad because now,
Right.
I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene is
Oh,
against it.
Marjorie Taylor Greene has been out there, boy.
But don't get it twisted. I still don't trust this bitch.
Oh, I don't
She's
trust
trying
her
to
either.
be, she's
Her,
trying to
yeah, I
be
was gonna
senator.
say, forget
I don't
her
trust her
too.
either.
Yeah. I don't trust any
No,
of them that are
not at
now all
all.
of a sudden, for this.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Nope.
they got mad at Ketanji Jackson Brown because she kicked it to the lower courts. And I'm like, people don't understand the reason why she kicked this to the lower courts is to let them know that there's no money for SNAP. They have raided the treasury and sent $40 billion to Argentina, but yet they don't have money for SNAP benefits.
Exactly.
And
Not to
newsflash,
mention
y'all.
reopening the base so they can get at Venezuela. That base was closed for what,
Newsflash,
20 years?
y'all.
They reopened that whole base.
The people on SNAP don't look like us.
Not nope. For the most part,
The majority of
we're
them.
not the majority. We're
We're
not the
not the
majority.
majority. And the way they parsed it out by saying Italian and Greek and all of these things, all of these people that assimilate to their white privilege, now you want to break it down as to who's on SNAP and make it look like the majority of black folk. It's more. No. All of those people, when they go on that little census, I bet you they're not putting that they're Italian or they're Irish or they're Greek or they're whatever. They're putting white.
Right. Exactly.
Y'all are crazy. Got me riled up first thing in the morning and whatnot. Ooh. I woke
I'm
up and
telling you,
chose violence this morning because it's insane.
it
And you
is.
still got people that were let go that are still backing him. Like,
Yeah.
you got me fired. I worked for whatever and Doge got me fired.
Mm-hmm.
And I still back this party? Like,
Right.
what's wrong?
Yep,
No.
that don't care, that have shown time and time and time again that they could care less about you.
Not just people hate to admit they're wrong. People hate to admit that they bet on the wrong horse. That all the shit that they were talking about in they lunchroom and everything they were talking about at the dinner table with their families and posting online was all bullshit. You got sold a bill of goods and you spent your last penny with the magical beans that he sold you, and now you have a drought and you have famine, and
Yeah.
now you're wondering why.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, this is
Yeah.
why, Jack
Look at
and
the
Jill.
soybean farmers in
Thank
Idaho
you.
and Iowa. Look at them. You know what I mean? Look at the
Yeah.
beef farmers.
Right.
Because
And they
now,
and they and they
now the
talk
ones that
about
are thriving are the black farmers because they didn't give the black farmers the subsidies that they gave the white
Yeah, I was
farmers.
gonna say we don't get
right.
We don't
anything
we
But
don't get
a lot of
anything.
these farmers have gotten on and said, "Listen, we don't want the subsidies. We don't want the handouts. We want back because he got these tariffs against China and now for these soybeans and they can't sell." He said, "That's what we need." He said he literally cut off our supply of going over there. So now we got all these,
Soybeans
inventory
rotting in the
and
field.
have nowhere to for them to go. So he was just, so one guy got on TV. It was like, I don't want your damn subsidies. I want you to open up, back up, so that I can, live my life and be able to do what I need to do. I mean, a lot of these
here.
white farmers are getting pissed,
Well, but those
but
same
that's what you
farmers
voted for,
didn't. That's what you voted for. You didn't
Yes.
listen when he talked about tariffs. You didn't do your homework on who pays a tariff.
right?
That's on you.
Right.
You're the
Exactly.
idiot.
Exactly.
You're the idiot. And
Right.
not only that, the government shut down and said the U.S. Travel Association said the travel economy is expected to lose what? $1 billion a week
Mm.
as travelers change plans to visit national parks, historic sites, and the nation's capital, where many facilities such as the Smithsonian Institution museums and the National Zoo are now closed or were closed to
Mm.
visitors. $1 billion a week on the shutdown over
Yeah.
some bullshit
Right.
about their leader raping and SAing
Right.
little girls.
The little girls. Yeah.
Little girls. That should piss everybody off.
It should. It really should. It really should. And I mean, and I one thing that, kind of angers me with a lot of Democrats is that you guys had these Republicans at the balls.
Oh my God.
Y'all had them at the balls.
Thank
okay?
you.
And the fact remains that you have these eight, who, mind you, never said anything to anybody. They didn't consult the ones that were like, yo, we not doing this shit. Not even who's the Senate leader? Schumer. You never said anything to him, but yet this is what y'all gonna do. And now all of a sudden, y'all want to say, well, it wasn't doing anything. What the hell do you think? Of course it was doing something, because they were blaming the Republicans for it.
Yes. You could see with that election.
And you fell into the Republican trap when they said that they're going to give us a guaranteed date and a guarantee. I'm like, bitch. And then she got mad that they were mad at her. Like, are you fucking kidding me? These people played in your fucking face. Right. We're going to give you a guaranteed date and a guaranteed vote. They just blew shit in your face and you said, ooh, it tastes like chocolate.
Right. And here's the thing. Now, this is supposed to come up and for a vote in January, because the subsidies end the end of January. So we're looking at possibly another shutdown. Who knows? I don't know. But in the event that we do, I'm going to need Democrats to put their dick on the table and do their damn job.
Yes.
Yes.
And you better elect new Democrats, because these wishy-washy.
Yes.
They're not
yes.
I think everybody is held to everybody. Stop thinking just because they Democrats, they right and they operating in your best interest. Get their asses out too. Get some fresh blood.
What we gotta understand. But what we gotta understand is a lot of these older Democrats, they grew up in segregation as well. They still have a lot of these prejudicial. They may act like they don't. They may talk a good game, but they still got in their mind that they are better, that they know what's best for our community. And this is why I am for Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom ain't playing no games with him. When he put knee pads on his site for all of these CEOs and said they sold out, Gavin is playing the same game, and now white people are mad at Gavin because he ain't playing fair. Yes, he is. The same way Jasmine Crockett, the same way AOC, the same way as Bernie Sanders.
Or Cortez, or all these, If y'all not gonna do what y'all need to do, let these young ones come in. Let them come in, because they're the ones who are really making some damn sense.
Let's get rowdy. Let's what is it? Let's do a good fight.
We saw that with the last election on November 4th. We saw how people actually feel. This is why I say Kamala won and Elon stole the election and rigged those machines for Trump. Because every Democrat won, and all 31 Moms for Liberty and every election lost.
Yeah.
Every 31 members of the Moms for Liberty lost. So I know Kamala won. We know this.
Of course.
And as Michelle Obama said, don't play with me. Y'all ain't ready for a woman. Y'all showed that. So y'all are lying.
What's that thing? Starlink?
Starlink.
Oh, yeah, of course. He handles a lot of the satellites.
Yes, he does. The first thing when the Democrats take office need to do is rescind every fucking contract from Starlink like Canada did.
Oh, hell yeah.
Cancel that shit. They need to come in with a scalpel and get rid of all of that rot and cancer that's within the government. They talk about the deep state. They talk about all of that shit. Trump is the deep state. That's how fucking dumb y'all are.
Yeah.
Bannon, Trump, Miller, Teal, Boyd. The Heritage Foundation needs to be disbanded. And as Steve Bannon said, everybody in this room is going to go to jail. So they're
Yeah,
doing
that's what he
everything
said.
they
He
can.
said, and
They're
he
doing
knows that.
everything they can.
And he knows
They're
that.
doing
It started
everything
with
they can
him.
to stop the
Yeah,
2026
right.
election. Y'all
Exactly.
watch. Y'all
Exactly.
watch.
It's going. Yeah, they're gonna try. They're gonna try everything they can. Hey, listen.
Everything.
You see, he's trying to steal next year's Senate
Yeah.
races. He's trying to steal
But
it.
but look at what California did on November 4th,
Right.
2025.
And now he has a lawsuit against them because the voters voted for it. The voters voted for it. What's the
You
lawsuit
can't
going
be
to be
mad at
about?
that. That's their
Hey,
right. That's the
look,
whole point of
did
a
y'all see
duly
did y'all
done
see Al
election.
Moore on CNN when they asked him a question about Trump? He
Oh
said, I
yeah.
got 5 words for 5 letters on IDGAF.
I
I don't
don't
give
give a
a
fuck.
fuck. That's my governor. My governor. And
Yep.
that's how all of the governors. Pritzker had on a shirt the other day. I saw it. It was hilarious. He said, all I want for Christmas is a new president.
Yes. Absolutely.
Too.
Absolutely. All right, y'all.
Oh,
All right. So
I
on
love this.
our last poll, we asked, would you support a movement that unites party lines to fight corruption and inequality? And according to a national poll, 72% would support.
It would be
And
new people. It wouldn't be these same old bastards.
well,
Yeah.
and just to give clarity, so 81% of Democrats, 64% of Republicans, and 60% of independents, if you want to break that down.
But see, I want to know what those independents lean left or right. That's what we need, a breakdown of I'm an independent, but do you lean left or right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Alrighty.
the
So
poll.
this week's poll, we're talking about who do you think have who do you think was the blame for the shutdown? So let us know. Let us know. Let us know.
All right.
All right. So we are gonna give my final thought for today. Don't worry about the world coming to an end today. It's already tomorrow in Australia.
Facts.
That's cute.
For
Yeah,
those that don't
that should
understand
give you all
geography.
new hope. All right, y'all. This is Women's Talk Live overnights with your girl April J.
Your girl SassyScribe.
And this is KL Boogie.
All right, y'all. Hey, listen, don't forget our podcast is at 5 a.m. on Tuesday, and our live video podcast is every Tuesday at 1 p.m. So switch there. All right. All right,
All
y'all.
right.
See y'all next time.
Peace. All
Bye.
right.
Bye.
Bye.
Women talk, women talk.